everybody, welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'm playing the Crybaby Whims challenge, and we're going to have our first gameplay video. I'm so excited. I hope you guys enjoyed our cast video and our build video. I had a lot of fun making them, and I would like to start off each generation and each series with the first videos being like introductory like that, where we can get to know our characters and we can develop them together, as well as to show you how I'm building the set and the gameplay. It's something I really enjoy sharing, so I hope you guys like that. So we're going to start off in cast because I had someone make a sim for my town. They're just going to be a townie, and I don't know how involved in the story they're going to be, but they were really excited about making a character. So I wanted to highlight that and show you them. Oh yeah, we decided for this challenge, I'm going to be over here. Okay, so we're in cast, and this is it's like Alyssa, but it's not. So it's Lissa Delilah, and she is alt. She's going to be in our high school, but she is sorry, let me continue. So she is a goal-oriented sim, and she's an overachiever, and she is clumsy. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did make our house so basic, and I was going to clutter it up because I love a small, cozy, cluttery house in The Sims, but I was thinking, this Legacy 1 is called the Dollhouse. Just looking over, everything's supposed to be like picture perfect. All right, guys, welcome to the Hilton household. So as I told you guys, I'm working on fleshing out their backstories. As we get from the Crybaby Whims challenge, we find out that, we think our life is perfect, but all these things have happened to us. And we're like, it was perfect. Everything went wrong. So I have fleshed out a diabolical backstory. I'm a little ashamed, but also like excited. I was thinking of games that made me excited to play. And I was thinking of games like We Happy Few. I was thinking of like not games, but a TV show, Separate Housewives. I was thinking of these vibes whenever I wrote the story. So I'm just gonna pull up my notes. So we're gonna have some surprises. Don't get me wrong, we're gonna have surprises, but this challenge is very, you have to have a caring spouse who you love. You have to cheat on them with your ex-boyfriend who's married to your sister, who you caught kissing your sister, and now they're married, and you have to do this. You have to, So I was like, okay, we're gonna do those things, and we're gonna tell our story while we, know the outcome. But maybe it's like one of those prequel situations where, yes, we know the outcome, but we don't know the motivations behind the people and what set them up to be like that. So, for our dad, he's a doctor that makes a lot of money, like more money than most doctors. He is a plastic surgeon to the stars, I decided, but also he has a business of his own that we'll get into. We'll call it his private practice, if you know what I mean. Fake wink. Okay. The family goes on lots of trips, and they have two houses that they live in. So private practice, wink, keeps his family really living the life of luxury. So our mom, this is our mom. Her name is Helena Hilton. She really is the wonderful mom. But she very much is like, her love will come with conditions. We have to be picture perfect. Or she kind of is very dramatic, like everything's falling apart. Now remember, people are complex. So I am saying she's a good mom, but then I'm stating to you her faults. That doesn't mean she's not a good mom, if that makes sense. She's just a broken person. So I do want to just say that. Like, I don't want to seem like I'm saying, oh, she's the perfect mom, and people find certain traits that she may or may not do, abusive or manipulative. She does genuinely love her kids and her husband. Her worldviews are very small. So that's the best way I can say it. Um, for her, I think she came from, a dark background, is kind of what I have, that she came from a very dark background, and that she got cosmetic surgery from her husband before they were ever married, and she fell in love with him, and he fell in love with her, and he kind of molded her into the perfect wife. And she loved the idea of not having to work hard anymore, because she worked hard her whole life and had a really dark um, like childhood, but she had like a really dark childhood and stuff like that. So for her, she's just got to be the picture perfect mom. So that's that on her for now, until we get into the meat of why our boyfriend kisses our sister. All right, this is our sister. She is literally had her life handed to her on a silver platter. She is extremely spoiled, very confident and shallow. she does have her mother's values, but more so instead of having to be like, I have to take care of the home, she feels entitled to be able to be like a stay-at-home trophy wife more so. And our mother sees it more like it's the woman's job to take care of the home, also to be pretty and, well put together and have dinner on the table, but also to be a caregiver. And our sister doesn't have that element to it, if that makes sense. But she does, her only aspiration in life is to be a trophy wife. Um, so she dates like everybody on the sports teams and all that. So yeah, that was our sister. She's very basic when it comes to her character design, and we will flesh out her story as we play, but I kind of wanted to give you guys a teeny bit more. Our sister is a senior in high school. We actually are a sophomore. I mean, a junior. I wasn't sure if I was going to go with sophomore or junior, but I decided I did not want to play 2 years of high school, more than 2 years of high school. So yeah, so it's the spring of junior year. Then we're going to go to a summer camp, and then we're going to play out our senior year. That's where we're going to meet our husband, who will be our senior sweetheart, not our high school sweetheart. But yes, our boyfriend is someone we're going to have dated for our entirety of high school. So he was a sophomore when we were a freshman, and he's gone to school with our sister his entire grade period. But yeah, we are extremely awkward. We're just kind of like, we're a perfectionist. We really hold our mother's values to heart to the point where we feel like if we think we want to do something outside those bounds, that there's something wrong with us. She's paranoid that she's not going to be the perfect wife, that she's not going to be the perfect daughter, the perfect sister, the perfect student, the perfect girlfriend. She really does suffer majorly from paranoia, and she's actually on medication for it that her father gives her. So that's where we're leaving that. So I definitely have her working on her writing skill, and she's going to write a journal entry. I'm going to make that be her like part of her morning routine. We are starting at 10 a.m. on a Sunday in the springtime. I'm gonna make sure, I think you guys want to see the UI bigger, so let me just do that real fast. All right, so I made the UI bigger, so hopefully that'll be helpful to you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna have her right now, she's practicing writing, and then she's gonna find a pen pal, and then we're gonna write in our journal. And for some reason, she went to her parents' room to write her journal entry. But after that, she's gonna go on a jog, and I'm gonna kind of keep a routine for her. And it looks like our mom is just going to the local shops, probably something she does regularly. I think she's eating at her favorite place, so she's just getting one regular. Yeah, I think our mom probably goes out often to our beautiful world, and explores things around. This is the town hall and all that. Yeah, I definitely think our mom enjoys her perfect life. And our dad is just watching a movie with our sister. Yeah, I think he's really proud of his family. He's like, I have, just the dream family. Like he built this family, which I kind of want to make sure you guys understand that this is kind of like his dream, his perfect family, his dollhouse. Um, but yeah, he's really proud of his daughters. Like, I'm sure he probably wanted a son, but I feel like he likes stories. I think he likes the story I'm telling. Yeah, so Bradford, I think he really likes being the only male in the house and kind of like being the apple of his daughter's eyes and have a loving wife who dotes upon him and does everything he asks her to do. So, yeah, I think she is probably telling her dad like her summer plans because she is a senior now in school. And, she probably wants to explore. And he's like, yeah, like we'll go on a vacation, but like, so we're going to go on a summer vacation. He's probably telling her and asking her where do they want to go. Um, and they're probably making those plans now. So we're just going on our jog. This is something that Marigold does every single day to stay in the shape on the weekends. She really takes, such. All right, guys, sorry, I had to move it because it was cutting into the frame. And I'm just going to cover up needs. I'm sorry if you guys like to see needs. You can see them on their little emoji icon. If they're red, you will see that they are red. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I wanted to do something that worked for everybody, but this is what works best for me. So I hope that is okay. And I hope you guys don't mind that I am covering up part of the UI whenever I'm playing. But yeah, this is part of our everyday life. We live in the beautiful Tartosa during the spring and summer, and this is just the city of love. So many people come to this place as a destination wedding, and it's a place where we just love to love and love to grow up. So it's definitely, but it's definitely like a community's community. Like everybody is close, everybody knows everybody. And our mom is definitely a super social person who enjoys living in a town that is so close knit for community. But yeah, this is, their life. This is their picture perfect life. Everything on the outside is absolutely perfect. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed their morning routine. So, I just got the notification that Marigold is in the range to earn the emotional trait, emotionally controlled, which is kind of funny because she's like super uncomfortable right now from her run. Boy, oh boy, is she stinky. We need to get her home. So, Bella is feeling super embarrassed. I wonder if she said something that disappointed her father, because they greatly care. What in the heck is happening to this plant? Have you guys ever seen this before? Huh. Okay. Anyways, oh yeah, it looks like Bella's making fun of the way we smell, but we like to take care of ourselves. Like, she's just naturally, thin, and we kind of, are. Oh, it looks like our dad's going through our journal. Okay, so this is actually perfect because I was going to get into this story a little bit more, but it looks like our dad is going through our journal and Bella is, or Belle, I keep calling her Bella. I might change her name to Bella if I keep it up. Anyways, so yeah, Bella is super uncomfortable. It says she's embarrassed by an awkward conversation, but it looks like she's embarrassed because her dad has her journal and she just ran after him. So I was going to get into this when we got to the high school, but Belle is active, woohoo active with her boyfriend. And I definitely think the way their mother trained them to write in their diaries daily, I definitely think she might have written something about that in her diary. And now her dad knows. So our dad is confronting Belle about what he's read in her journal, and she's just kind of coming up with excuses because she thinks she's daddy's little girl. But at the end of the day, he really mostly cares about himself and his image. So I think he's telling her, like, number one, you need to be safe. Number two, I want you guys to wait till marriage. It's our virtues, and that's my name, my business at risk. And you could be an embarrassment to me if you continue these behaviors. And they now have a difficult dynamic, so that just happened, guys. And it looks like mom is calling the girls to help her cook dinner. This is definitely something that Helena does every single night. She has either one or both of her daughters help her cook dinner. Tonight they are having lobster thermal, or however you say it. Yeah, they're gonna have lobster. Yeah, she definitely finds the importance of teaching her daughters these life skills. And it might not be something that Belle necessarily loves. Like, I think Belle is like, we can hire a maid to do this. Like, dad has so much money. We make so much money. Like, yeah, she does not enjoy it. You can tell by looking at her moodlet. But Marigold really loves the values. Like, her mother, like, she just loves the idea of like sitting down with her family, celebrating, life and each other. And she really does love those beautiful traditional values. They are very beautiful values. But this family has like dark secrets. That's kind of why that they are masquerading as like we have to be picture perfect and we can't be complex people. So that's kind of where we're going with this. I feel like their mom is telling them the recipe and Marigold is just kind of taking notes and saying, "Oh yeah, and don't forget to add lemon zest." Meanwhile, like her sister is preparing because like for some reason the Sims doesn't want like all three of them really cooking at the same time. But you get the picture, guys. You get what we're doing here. And Marigold is just setting the table for her family to have a nice dinner. This is literally their everyday life. So it's something that she's definitely, used to and she takes a lot of pride in. So, and it looks like our dad is wrapping up his evening yoga. He does this every single day to let out his stress. He is a surgeon, so he really needs to keep his body, nimble and his like mind centered so that way he can perform successful surgeries. And as it said, please don't look through the curtains. We are starting our first night, peeking through the window of our family, picture perfect family. We have Marigold and our mom, Helena, and oh my gosh, that was so scary. But yeah, so picture perfect family has a dinner, lobster thermal, and yeah, they're all cleaning up and getting ready for bed. Going to school in the morning. I think that's definitely where our sister Belle reigns supreme. So Marigold's asking her sister if she had like she's done all her spring break projects because they're currently on spring break, and she's like, no, like she was getting help from another student to help her get them together. And I think Marigold's like, why would you do that? Like, just do the work yourself. And Belle is like, well, we have these looks. Like, didn't our mom teach us to use them to our benefit? Like, I don't have to be smart. I'm just meant to be a wife. And Marigold's like, yeah, I guess so, but like we can still do our own work. Like working hard is important. Like being beautiful is important too. So that's the conversations they're having. I definitely think Belle gave Marigold something. I definitely think Belle gave Marigold something to think about. So So Belle just asked her mother, I really want to be friends with someone, but don't think they want to be friends with me. How can I make them my friend? I think she's saying, hey mom, like I really like this guy. I'm not sure if he likes me or not, but like how can I get his attention? And her mom's gonna say, make one grand gesture. And yeah, that's kind of the advice that she gives them while they're growing up. And it seems like Belle is just full of the drama. She said, text emergency. Mom, I texted someone and they didn't text me back. It's been like an hour. Should I text them again? I'm going to say again, this is that same scenario about the guy. And she's going to tell her, no, wait for him to respond. Like, know your worth. Like, no, like, guys will come to you. Like, we're gorgeous, is kind of the vibe her mom gives them. And Belle continues to be super needy. Like, who am I, mom? I just want to know when I'll be grown up. And everybody seems to have figured it out. How do I figure out myself? She's going to tell her she has time to basically be the perfect wife because honestly, they're not really giving their daughters other options. They have definitely encouraged them not to continue, like not to have careers or anything. This right here are her beauty pageant awards, not her like I'm best at everything. This is their cheer and beauty pageant awards for Belle. But yeah, I'm just gonna get everyone to sleep because they have school in the morning. So we'll get them all in their beds. All right, it is morning time in Tartosa, and we are about to go to school. Mom is in the kitchen making breakfast and talking to Dad. He's probably telling her what he has on the books for today. And Mom is just checking the family's agenda. These two are super happy and in love. And looks like Belle was checking herself out in the mirror, and she thinks she looks quite attractive, and apparently a majority of the world also thinks so. So if that wasn't her being full of herself, I'm not really sure what is. It looks like Belle is really just kind of she's so dramatic. Like Belle is literally so dramatic. I think she's gonna spread a rumor about WooHoo to Marigold. As we know, Belle is, active with WooHoo and Marigold is not. But Belle is like probably giving her really unrealistic expectations of what that looks like. Our mom Helena is at the store picking up some flowers. She orders a new bouquet every week. And she bought some flowers, seeds to start growing since it is the springtime. And I definitely think Belle loves her mom. Like, yeah, she's kind of spoiled and entitled, but she loves her parents. Like, they're the people she has. They're the people who taught her who shaped her reality. That's the best way to say it. So yeah, I think she is just going to have a sweet little treat with her daughter and have a nice lunch with Belle and chit chat because I definitely think Belle talks to her mom about boys. And that's definitely a conversation that they have. I don't know how like in depth and real it is. But they're here at the stall having their favorite little treat. They love to come and eat here. And I will say this has a lot to say about like their parenting style that, their kids would do enjoy spending time with them. They want a life like theirs. Yeah, Belle wants to work a little bit less hard in the house and she wants to have a maid or a nanny or a butler. But like they do enjoy like hanging out with their parents. Like Belle is off of school today. She can be hanging out with her friends and she's happy to spend time with her mother um, and have like a sweet treat and go buy flowers to start her mother's garden. Like she may be a little bit more spoiled than her sister, because like they're all spoiled. They're all spoiled by their dad, and he's spoiled by the life that he's created, by telling them, kind of what he expects from them, and they do it. So I So Marigold is just making her family dinner. She's making the vegetable dumplings, just so they have a nice fresh meal. But yeah, she's got dinner all ready for them for when they come home. She But yeah, she's got everything ready for her family. I think we're going to add a cleaning schedule to our daily thing, and we're going to write a note for our mom to let her know that we have dinner ready. It looks like everybody's running a little bit late on the way home. They probably wait to have dinner until dad comes home. And since he is a doctor, he will be home 7 p.m. So yeah, they probably have dinner at 7 since that's when dad heads home. And it looks like her archetype is caregiver. It says that caregiving Sims are driven by their empathy and compassion to protect and care. Unfortunately, others can exploit their good nature for their own ends. I definitely think like that is something that's really true about her story. And it also says that she has an artistic soul. Maybe that's why she feels paranoid. Maybe like there's something in her that's saying like she wants more than this basic box that her family's putting her in. She wants to like live outside of the dollhouse, but I don't think she's really like accepted that's what she's feeling. Maybe she's just like thinking of things. So maybe she just has like an idea of like, I definitely want to explore more on that artistic soul. I haven't really figured in how that fits. Maybe because she enjoys writing, maybe she enjoys, expressing herself through literature. Now we are meant to join the political career once we become an adult, which the events will lead up to that. But I'm very curious to explore this artistic side. Guys, she's looking up conspiracy theories. Oh my gosh, maybe she's like wondering if she's living in a simulation. I definitely think this is something that's just it's just hilarious. We're definitely going to have her study for an exam and join an after school activity. And we just got voted a juice community, and I have Basemental installed, so that's going to be hilarious. She is studying for an exam, and we're going to have her check for her pen pals because I definitely think I want to keep working on this writing thing, practice writing. It looks like she can change her password, so we'll probably just get every time I see it, I'm going to make sure she just changes her passwords. Like, since she is diagnosed paranoid, I definitely think those are things she's doing. Dad came back from work today. He made basically $2,500. Also going to have her take a chill pill for her paranoia. But now that dad's home, we have to get to the table. We're all going to have dinner now. Marigold says, I've always wanted to see the Simoman River. I'll have to ask my new person from Riverview to describe it. So she has a pen pal, and I definitely love that for us. Everyone's coming to sit down for dinner now. And dad is just telling everybody how his day went. He had a major operation, and he's asking the girls, like, are you ready to go to school tomorrow? Do you have everything done? And I think Marigold's like, yeah, I even studied for, my semester exams. And, her mom was just like, yay, that's wonderful, Helena. She knows she spent the whole day with Belle. So she knows what Belle's been up to. But, she still wants her kids to be good at, like, have good achievements and be good in school. But, it's perfect life. Be a perfect wife, but also, like, be a well-rounded person. So, oh, my game just got really bright. So dad is taking out the trash. How very dad of him, because I would like to add a cleaning schedule and set curfews for, we could do 11 p.m. The girls are older, like they're in high school. Belle is going to be graduating this year. This is her spring of senior year. So we're going to add a cleaning schedule for Belle. She is going to clean Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We're going to add another cleaning schedule for Marigold, and she's going to clean Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And mom cleans on Sundays. The same time, we'll do 5 to 6. And yeah, that's what we'll have set up. But yeah, so the girls are talking like I think they're close. Like I definitely think there's something between them because Belle is kind of like a very selfish person and Marigold is very passive and giving, but they definitely, they do have that sister dynamic. And mom and dad are catching up in the background, and this is just their everyday life. And in Marigold's eyes, her life is as perfect as their parents are claiming it is. Um, I don't know how much of everything Belle knows, about her dad and his dealings, but I know they know nothing about their mother's past. And in all reality, they're happy kids with, affectionate and loving parents. And, their rules are strict, but that's in their mind, that's why their parents are successful. They lived by these very strict rules. And the girls know that they'll have a happy life with a happy, amazing husband if they kind of follow these rules as well.